You're watching Breakfast Television on City TV. Always a pleasure when a Canadian musician, actor, and our friend Alan Doyle comes to town. Alan playing a gig in Calgary tonight, promoting his latest album, A Week at the Warehouse. Alan is also here to talk about a new foundation he started connected to mental health. Fiona Haynes is also here to talk about the Headstrong Program, the program that Alan's foundation is supporting, kind of all interconnected, Alan. And so, okay, first of all, what's the foundation and what's the goal of the foundation?
The goal is very simple, to take people's single-dollar donations and to spread them around the country to mental health and addictions facilities, people doing great work on the front lines, just like Headstrong and Fiona's group. So with the foundation started very simply. We had a studio in downtown St. John's, and I used to walk from my house down to the Great Big Sea studio years ago, and I passed the guy on the street every day, and he told me about his mental health and addictions facilities, and I gave him $1, and then, of course, like every band, a few weeks later, we went on the road.
Yeah.
And I wondered how I could give him $1 without actually being there. And I told this to my couple of friends, and you know, a few conversations later, we started the $1 a Day Foundation, and we just simply asked people if they're interested in reaching in their pocket on any given day and finding $1, give it to us, and we'll distribute it across the country to places just like Headstrong that are doing all the hard work on the front lines of mental health.
And it all started from that walk in that single day, passing that same guy. Interesting. And Fiona, the Headstrong program, you're getting money from the $1 a Day Foundation. What is Headstrong? What exactly are you doing with this?
So Headstrong is a mental health youth leadership program, and it's a two-part program, and that's why it's so successful. Lots of things that kids get involved with are one-day, one-off events. And so they come and they have a fabulous day, but then they go away and forget about it. Whereas with Headstrong, we bring young people together for a day of learning particularly from people with lived experience who are living in recovery and modelling recovery. They learn about stigma, they learn about how stigma keeps people silent and really impacts people's health and recovery. And then what we want them to do is on that day they create a plan that they take back to their school and their community, and they put on their own events and activities right throughout the school year. And it's fabulous.
Fantastic.
So the teenagers are then kind of coaching their colleagues, or their peers, right?
And their teachers and their families.
Okay,
yes, it's amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, and how did you partner up with Headstrong? Like, how did you decide to go?
One of my colleagues my friend Dr. Andrew Fury, and through the Canadian Mental Health Association, we found out about it. We just love what they were doing, you know, and it was one of the causes we jumped on right away because, you know, as Fiona explained, you give $1 to us, it goes directly to them, and it funds these summits where the kids become so enabled to help themselves, and both in discussion and in actual practical practice, the kids become, you know, mental health advocates and mental health leaders right in their own schools, and it's such a wonderful thing to be a part of.
Yeah, no kidding. And this Sunday on Rogers Hometown Hockey, you're also going to be talking about this.
Yeah.
What's the connection there? Is it just the timing-wise, scheduling-wise, or is it?
Yeah, we just happen to be in town, of course, and Rogers have been very good to us so far, and grateful for all their help to spread the word about the foundation and, of course, about Headstrong as well. And a couple of the people involved in Headstrong are actually from the town just down the way where Hometown Hockey is this weekend.
Oh, really? From Okotoks? Okay.
Yes, I am.
Oh, really? Oh, there you go.
And one of our speakers, our Headstrong youth speakers, is actually also from Okotoks. So, yeah. So there's a nice connection there.
That's a full circle.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad you said full circles. That's one of the reasons I'm so excited about chatting about this today. Because since we started the foundation, this is the first time we really get to explain to people, you know, that this is the full circle of if you give us $1 at $1 a Day Foundation, we take that $1 and we don't do anything with it other than give it to people like Headstrong. There's a couple more, and 2 or 3 across the country that we're also supporting. But so your $1 goes directly to people like Fiona and her gang who are doing all the hard work on the front lines. I mean, they're already doing the stuff. We're just here to help them do it. They're doing the hard stuff. They're coaching. They're teaching. They're leading. I think the least we can do is just reach in our, pocket and find a bit of pocket change to help them do it.
$1 a day.
And then the money that Alan's Foundation is giving us goes for us directly into community to enable the communities to put on 15 Headstrong summits. That's what we're going to be doing with this.
There you go.
All over the country.
Awesome. Well, thank you both for coming in. Fiona, nice to meet you. Alan, good to see you again. We're not letting you go anywhere because we've got to find out about music and your connection to hockey and how things are going and what team you're cheering for this year in the NHL and all that good stuff. That's coming up at 7:50 this morning. Before we get to that, Alan's going to have another coffee. We're going to talk news headlines, traffic updates, and Andy's going to let us know how much snow we're in for this weekend.